So this one's interesting. This is a two-part article, and I love squatters in New York City. So this should be very, very interesting. New York City couple are sued by squatters who allegedly took over their $930,000 investment home and won't leave. A pair of alleged squatters accused of unlawfully moving into a Queens duplex are suing its owners. The owner of the home, Julia Fullman, who has racked up $4,000 in legal bills. Yo, it's so fast. Yo, they spent a whole bunch of money renovating and someone moved in. It's actually a nice home. So they were removed and now they're suing. Dude. I should just start moving into people's houses. Why am I streaming? Yeah, New York City has shitty laws when it comes to this. So, I don't think we need to read through most of this because that kind of says what happened. These people literally broke into my house. It's not fair to us as homeowners that we are not protected by the city. Put my lo-fi back on. Within the 5 boroughs, squatters need... Hold on. Oh, I need this a little louder. Within the 5 boroughs, squatters need only to occupy a property for 30 days before a wide range of legal protections kick in that make it difficult for the owner to evict them. You can't really even blame them because it's handed to them. Opportunistic. Squatters are opportunistic. Something needs to be done. The situation is getting worse. People taking advantage, manipulating the laws, and our hands are tied. Yeah, the more articles I read about this, the more articles I read about this. Like now, you're just telling people, yo, just move in this house. It's fucking cool as shit. No rent in New York. Oh, it's actually fucking funny. What do we do? Nothing. We put up a property for rent, and that's it. Now we're dealing with a nightmare, which is what the last old couple said with their sick son or grandson. The couple spent $530,000 renovating the Lakeside Avenue investment property and secured tenants for both units. When this person discovered the locks had been changed, after determining the lock change was not authorized, Barty returned home and saw through a window a silhouette of a man wearing a hooded sweatshirt and holding a drill. My man works at a hardware store. As Barty went to her car to call police, several men emerged from the residence and encircled her car. They were trying to intimidate me. When the cops arrived, the 2 alleged squatters, identified as Lance and Rondi L. Francis, claimed they have been living there since January, but were unable to provide proof. The men left the home without incident, and Barty and the homeowners stated their intention to change the locks, but cops told them they would be arrested if they did. It wasn't an empty threat. Just 2 weeks later, another Queens homeowner was arrested for changing the locks on a $1 million house in an attempt to rid the property of squatters. So there's some follow-up on the other article we read. She actually wound up doing it. Dude, there's no stand your ground law in New York. So like if somebody just comes in your house and like they're hiding in your walls, they pretty much live there. Prove that they were there for 30 days. You can't kick them out. Hunt and Francis returned to the property a day later, brandishing what they claimed was a lease agreement signed by Barty. But Fullman and Curriand were prepared, presenting officers with ownership documents and timestamp videos showing the house had been vacant. The homeowners told the Post. Police then escorted the men from the property, and the owners changed the locks. Upon entering, they found a couple of their freshly renovated home marred by trespassers' utter disregard for their ill-gotten digs, scuffed up wood floors, scratches on walls, and the smell of marijuana. I mean, what do you expect when people just fucking start living in your home? It's fucking crazy. What should have been the end of their ordeal is only the beginning. 10 days later, she was served with court documents notifying her that the men were suing her. The couple and the real estate company handling the site, Top Nest Properties, the squatters were granted an emergency lockout hearing March 22nd, during which the couple's lawyer asked Judge V.J. Kitson for a trial, arguing that the men had perpetrated a fraud. Yeah, if they go to trial, they probably win. Because it's just wrong. Currian said Hunt and Francis showed up to court with forged documents cobbled together from public records and hastily photoshopped. They found whatever they couldn't do it together. The lease they presented is ridiculous, signed on January 1st and starting January 1st. Foreman added, I don't know how they had the audacity to show up in court. David Harris told the outlet the clients had shown him enough for me to believe they were living there, which included a rental application, a lease, and text messages. April 5th. So we'll know more about this in a couple days. When the couple asked Kitson in the meantime if they could proceed with letting their tenants move in, he said that doing so before the matter is adjourned could complicate things. The court system is not favorable to landlords. That's true, actually, and it could take years to evict someone who illegally broke into your house. Where's the law in that? Why work hard to pay rent and mortgages when you can just break into someone's house every couple of years and have a luxury living? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you could prove you were just there, I mean, what can they really do? Despite making some progress towards resolving the matter, Curlian said it's still scary to have the ultimate decision out of his hands. But they managed to get him out of the house, which is good. I think that's the only upside I've seen from this so far. They're getting sued, but they're out the house. As in any courtroom, you never know which way it's going to go. It's scary. If the judge decides for whatever reason to rule against us that day, even if we have evidence, there's nothing we could do. We still have to fight in court. Someone broke into my house, and I'm in court getting sued by them. How could we be here? How is this possible? There has to be some safety precautions. Yeah, that's the thing. New York City is so fucking stupid with a lot of things, and this just being one of them. So, let's see. Can I, like, get out of this ad blocker thing? There is a follow-up here. I just gotta get out of the ad blocker. There we go. All right. So, there is a follow-up to this, which we'll have another follow-up in 2 days, but this is the first follow-up. I don't feel like sitting up. Okay, whatever. Can I zoom out? Cool. All right. New York City couple sued by squatters who allegedly took over their home and won't leave. A pair of alleged squatters are refusing. Is this the same thing? Yeah, that's the same fucking video. Good job, New York Post. You really switched it up. Two alleged squatters served up a $25 Shake Shack receipt among with several pieces of evidence they claim shows they have legal rights to live in this home. Rondi L. Francis and Lance sued Dennis Curryland and Julia Fullman, the owners of the duplex, on March 14th. Yo, that's fire. First off, you could read through that. That's fire. They got a receipt proving. No way. I mean, to be fair, you could lie about that, but the hell is that? But why would you just go outside someone's house randomly to get an Uber Eats? That's really funny. And they also have mail going there. They filed pieces of evidence in the court, approval. They also produced a screenshot of an Uber Eats receipt for $25, which that should be the fucking lie right there. Uber Eats is not that cheap. $25 for Uber Eats? Are you fucking kidding me? In New York? Get out of here. All of it is an effort to establish their move-in date. Under New York City law, squatters only have to occupy the property for 30 days before they're eligible for legal protections that make it difficult. Yeah, these are all the laws. Squatters in New York State can claim legal right to remain on a property without the owner's permission after 10 days. However, in New York City, a person needs to only be on the property for 30 days. This is mainly to protect like people whose landlords are kicking them out, but people take advantage. The pair wants a court to face the owners and give them a key to the front door or grant their permission to change the locks. The suit lists the starting date of the lease as January 1st, claiming the men received an application approval letter and the lease from Top Nest Properties, the real estate company that handles the home. So that's like a shitty TV they have. A couple bounties. Yo, they have food in there and everything. Like I said, it's a really nice house though. According to the document, Francis and Hunt paid $4,000 to cover the security deposit and the month's first rent under the terms of the lease agreement signed on January 1st, stating rent was dutifully paid on February 1st and March 1st. Curly and Fullman, whose records show the home on Lakewood, blah, 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 told the Post Sunday that the documents present were fraudulent. Everything they're presenting is fraudulent, with Fullman further claiming that the documents are clearly photoshopped. Can we see the documents? Like, that's what I care about. I want to see how they fucking fake this. Again, it's a shame. It goes right back into my other Squatters fucking video I did. Criminals are so protected in New York City. It's ridiculous.